On to you Libras. How y'all Libras doing? So you have the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and then, excuse me, Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, and then the Page of Cups. Sorry about that. So for you Libras, a lot of people kind of actually are frustrated at the fact that you Libras are really not sweating them like that. You can actually live your life without needing their validation. And they don't like that from you, you know, because the narrative is, you have to not be able to live without me because you're so caught up with me and da da da. Da. I'll be real with you. How it is that people get caught up with you and how you end up being irresistible is to just be real, to be honest, to be transparent, to be good to people, be strong, just in case if somebody comes around on some BS, you handle your business. But generally you treat the people whom is in your house well, and they'll rock with you. You know what I mean? That's the real way. Uh, you know, and I know because I've done that. I've already achieved it. You know what I mean? I've already achieved stuff like that by being just transparent, just by being good to people. And yeah, sometimes it would get taken for granted, but at that point, all I needed to do is just leave. You can copy me. All I needed to do was just leave the situation. I didn't really need to do anything else. You're right. If they were devaluing me that much and it meant that much to them to devalue me, all I had to do was leave, because the leaving is going to have them snap out of it, because they're going to understand. If a person doesn't value you, they're going to understand it very quickly. They better start, because you Libras don't have to be there. And so the Ace of Cups and Ace of Cups and the Five of Cups represents, again, this is the wanting you Libras to actually come back is what I'm talking about, right? Now that you Libras are respecting yourselves, people think that you're the one who's tripping out, And I'm not saying that you Libras didn't have self-respect. What I'm trying to say is that you Libras are a lot more aware of the type of people whom you associate yourself with, romantically, familial wise, as well as friendship and career. So a lot of you Libras are going to make sure that the people around you, they better be real if they're going to be around you. They better be serious if they're going to be around you. Otherwise, you Libras are not really going to take them very seriously, and you're going to leave them alone, right? And you're going to stand on business. And the Ace of Cups and the Five of Cups just represents how a lot of people are finding that out from their own lived experience that they have had with you. And so again, there's that regret that I was talking about settling in, right? It's the fact that, when you're great with people and you're good and you treat them well, they remember that. They may act like they don't, but they remember that. And so the Two of Cups here and the Eight of Pentacles represents this actually happened between yourself and someone whom, some of you Libras are either trying to get to know, or it could have been an already loved one. And this person basically started some mess with you, and you Libras are like, nah, that ain't it. Because as it is that I said before, Libra is the zodiac sign of ending battles quickly. So like yeah, Libra is the zodiac sign of ending battles quickly, because what did the deity that the ancient Romans used to invoke? It wasn't Aries, it was Venus. And the higher octave of Venus is Pisces. So they used to invoke Aphrodite in order to end whatever kind of battle that the Romans would have with the Moors, basically, or whatever territory they were trying to take over, Moorish territory. They would basically do ritual to Aphrodite to end the battle quickly. Fun fact for you. And so the situation is that Libra represents ending the battle quickly. And so The point that I'm trying to make here is that you Libras, you shut that down. You basically let them know one time from your actions that, again, you're not going for it. It doesn't matter if you're in a marriage. It doesn't matter if you are single and you're getting to know them. It doesn't matter if they're connected to you from genetics. They got to respect you. They can't be around you and be two-faced at the same time. That's not going to work. And because the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, you Libras are okay being without them in particular. And see, that's the thing that they need to do, right? Like, how many times have we seen people, I can't explain to you, Libras, how many times I've seen people literally try to run game and then it didn't work. And then you would have thought that they would stop, but they're so caught up in their delusion of grandeur, they kept trying to run game. And it's like, this is pathetic, because you already know that the running game don't work. So that means that you need to stop. And like, they don't stop. They keep trying to run. They keep trying to keep on. They keep trying to run game. They keep trying to do it. They keep trying to do. And that be the catch-22 of the whole thing, because you would think that they would learn their lesson. No, they're so caught up with control. They so stupid, right? The ones who can be blinded by that stuff, they don't really understand that you're going to express your autonomy every time. And so this is you Libras expressing your power. Like, what real talk, right? What can they do when they can't take you physically? They can't take you mentally, spiritually. They can't take you strategically, right? They can't take you spiritually. What can they do? If they're going to be around you, the only option that is left is they would have to end up learning how to work with you. Team. The problem with a lot of people is this superiority complex and the complex of being a leader. People demonstrate terrible leadership skills all the time, and they demonstrate terrible leadership skills all the time. But then it's like, why don't you stop demonstrating terrible leadership skills, right? And then when they get called out for it, you think that they stop. You think that they have enough common sense to understand you are going to put yourself in a messed up not you, but them. They are going to put themselves in a messed up disposition because they don't know how to work as a team. A real leader knows how to make teamwork. They know how to be by themselves, but they also know how to make a team. They know how to get a team to work together. They know which skills every person on their team has. They have a general idea of who are the people on their team, and they see the value of the people on their team. Those are the people that they are leading. But you see people demonstrate poor leadership skills, and this is exactly what this person was doing with you. So caught up with trying to get you Libras underneath their control. Bad leadership skills. Why? Because they're supposed to have enough common sense to understand you can't be manipulated. So stop trying to manipulate. And them constantly, or you Libras feeling like they don't learn their lesson, is the demonstration of how poor their leadership skills are by definition, because they don't even have enough intelligence to stop. So you Libras basically stood on business and you showed them what it was. And the Five of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Fool card represents how you Libras know way more than what it is that you Libras are letting on. You know that they were doing it. And the situation with them is their wheels are turning because they can't, even though the two of you have split, you Libras have decided that you didn't want to have anything to do with them. They still have underestimated you Libras quite a lot. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, you're getting a lot of value from it, you can always check out my link in the comment section below called the Linktree link if you like to get a personal reading or buy any one of my books, or maybe even my hoodies, my merchandise. Thank you. Anyway, so the situation with that is, for you Libras is that they're in a position where their wheels are turning. They're over here trying to figure out how is it that you always seem to outsmart them. You see what I'm talking about? They're looking at this thing like this is a chess game when the two of you are supposed to be family, friends, or romantic interests. But this just speaks to why it is that you Libras are the way that you are now, why you on some opposing your environment stuff, because a lot of these people are demonstrating, like I said before, poor leadership skills. Poor leadership skills. They're not even good to their own people. A true leader must be good to their own people. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Fool. You have the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Moon card, the Page of Cups, and then you have the High Priestess to clarify the Fool card. So the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Moon card right here speaks to how it is that you Libras, you're actually ashamed for these people. You kind of feel sorry for them because of the fact that this is all it is that they've got for you. Look at that. You Libras went from being upset to now feeling sorry for other people because you on a high level now. Ain't that something? Anyway, but it is true though. And the Knight of Wands and the Moon card right here represents, so you're going to continue to move forward because you're not affected by this. You Libras are not affected by this. That's their problem. They have to be the ones to deal with that. The Page of Cups and the High Priestess right here speaks to how a lot of you Libras, you did the right thing. And the fact that you Libras didn't step back and try to do the reach back, or you're more so, well, it's too early to tell, but you're not looking to do the reach back. The Page of Cups and the High Priestess is you pulled their card. Now that you Libras are like this, now they're thinking to themselves, oh, you Libras are for real. Y'all are actually really going to leave. So now it's this thing where they're basically low-key kind of begging you Libras not to really leave because, you know what I mean? Because they do like you. But see, here's the catch-22 and all of that, though. If they legitimately liked you, why didn't they know how to play their cards right? It's because they're stuck underneath the illusion of leadership, right? A lot of people are not leaders. I'm just going to go ahead and say a lot of people on both sides are not good leaders, Libra. And so because of that, a lot of people don't know what to really do. They don't really know how to call the difficult shots, but they're fronting like they are leaders though. And see, this is why a lot of people's leadership skills are poor, or they don't have a very high level of leadership skills. They don't really know how to enterprise, you know? So let's clarify some of these cards. So again, do what it is that I do. Whenever it is that you get yourself in a position where somebody's trying to manipulate you, walk away from them. You know, understand what the manipulation is. Understand if you're being manipulated. And then once you understand if you're being manipulated and what it is, walk away from them. You know, maybe you don't even always have to understand what the manipulation is. Just make sure, generally speaking, that you are being manipulated if you are, and then just walk away. Simple. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Two of Wands, Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and then you have the Eight of Swords. So the Wheel of Fortune is them. Their wheels are turning, trying to figure out why is it that these manipulative tactics work on other people, but it doesn't work on you, while at the same time being even more attracted to you because of the fact that it doesn't work on you. It's a weird game. It's a weird game. And so the Two of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles right here for you It just speaks to how you Libras ultimately, right, for them, they can't figure it out. They're sorry, but they only understand how sorry they are only until you're not rocking with them anymore, right? It's kind of a shame. And the thing is that the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Swords, they understand that that's a serious dysfunction that they have. Sometimes they think of themselves as not really being healthy, right, or being sane, because they be trying to figure out their own dysfunctions. And so because of that, that's a situation where for you Libras, a lot of you Libras are in a situation where y'all are great. Y'all are doing amazing. And you got a lot of people really, you're seeing the devolution of a lot of other people about how, you know, they only wear the mask of being decent people, but like they really struggling. And you Libras are doing amazing. You're not just doing decent, you're doing great. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We at 20,800 and change. We are growing, baby.